Hey, Stone Jordan here, and I hope you have had a great holiday season. I hope you had a great New Year's, and now it's time to get back to regular life, which brings up a very important topic, and that is being intentional with your time. You know, one of the four pillars of time management is intentionality. And as we start this new year, there are a lot of things that we want to do. And some of the videos that I've just shot and some of the podcasts talk about time management in really setting New Year's resolutions and committing to those things. Because we all have hopes and dreams. We all have things that we want to accomplish if we're really honest with ourselves, but we usually don't attain those things, not for lack of having desire, but we don't schedule these things. We don't plan to achieve them, to be successful. And one of the four pillars of time management, as we said, is intentionality. It's being intentional about what it is that you want to accomplish. And there's really three parts to intentionality. And so as we start a new year, it's important to keep intentionality top of mind so that those things that we really want to do in 2016, we can get them done and we can attain them. So I'm excited to be going over this with you. We're really going to discuss three different things that you can do that will really empower you, that will empower us to be more intentional in the next year. Number one is that we really have to keep our lives essential. Now, what do I mean by that? Um, Most of us believe that we can have it all. And this belief of the successful person to want to have it all, to want to accomplish everything they want to accomplish is absolutely false. We can't have it all. There's only so much time in a day, and as we become more successful, there is more that we want to accomplish, right? Our eyes continue to get bigger and it widens our focus. There's a great book by Greg McKeown. It's called Essentialism, The Disciplined Pursuit of Less. And he explains that the successful person often fails because of their success. And the reason for that, and you've probably seen it in your own life, whenever you start to become more successful and people see that you're able to accomplish things, people start asking you to do more. And there are a lot of good opportunities that come out of being successful. Well, what happens to the successful person is they see all these opportunities and they start doing everything because they're good opportunities. And the very thing that made them successful to begin with, that narrow focus on one thing, has now spread them thin and they're no longer doing the one thing because of all these good opportunities. So, really, the first way to be intentional is to look at the most important areas of your life. And as a Christian, I look at my spiritual gifts and I look into what God has put me on this planet to do to the best of my ability and really try to hone in on those things. But the first step of being essential, or excuse me, being intentional, is really to keep your life essential. Not try to do everything, but do less than you may really want to do by keying in on the most important things. And that really leads us into step two of being intentional, and that is to keep your life important. Now, what determines what keeps our life important? Well, I look to the three relationship F's. There's really seven F's of life, seven categories that we always want to grow in. But the three relationship F's are first, faith, and that is your relationship with God, your relationship with your Creator. The second is family, your relationship with your family, with your very close friends. And then the third F is simply friends, the friends that you have. So when it comes to keeping our life important, we first need to focus on our relationships. And it's an old saying, you know, the person who is on their deathbed, they don't think, man, I should have spent more time in the office or I should have made more money. No, they think about their relationships with those that were closest to them. And we always want deep relationships. So, number two is we need to keep our life important And how do we do that? We start with the 3 relationship F's. Number 3, if you really want to be intentional, and we're talking about intentionality here, is that we need to keep our lives committed. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, whenever we decide what is essential and whenever we decide what is important, that's great to make that decision, but the word decision actually comes from the Greek scission, like incision, and it's to cut off, right? When you make a decision, it's done. You've already made the decision, you're doing something and you're going to move in the direction. But our decisions are generally so weak because we don't commit to anything. We don't commit to doing anything. Now, what I mean by commit whenever it comes to time management is we need to schedule. We need to schedule tasks. We need to schedule actions. We need to schedule outcomes, like what the end goal is of whatever it is we're trying to accomplish. We need to schedule communications. What is it you need to communicate with other people in regards to a task or action? And then we need to schedule follow-ups. If there's not something we can do right now, when X happens, what is it that I'm going to do to follow up? We need to schedule these things. Otherwise, we just get caught up, right? We get caught up in daily life and we never do the things that we need to do. So, if you really take these 3 steps, let me tell you what this is going to do for you. It's going to allow you to have the clarity to really be intentional with your life. And in 2016, again, if you want to accomplish your New Year's resolutions, if you want to grow to the next level, we really have to be intentional. So, number 1, keep your life essential. Do the essential things, not everything. Number 2, keep your life important by focusing on family, friends, and of course your faith. And then number 3, keep your life committed by scheduling your tasks, actions, and all of the things that you need to commit. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day today. I hope you have a great week. And please remember that this week is a gift. So be purposeful and productive with it. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you next time.